Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming and checking out this makeup look here. It's just a glam night out look, I would call it. I don't think I would wear this in the day, but I am in love. The lashes that I've used are from Foxy Looks and they are the lovely lashes and they are insane. So you must go over and check her out. She's brilliant. She has a YouTube channel and she does hair extensions and she's quite something. You probably already know about her. It took me about 20 minutes to do this look, so if you want to know anything that I've used, I did show as I used it, but I will list everything down below. If you have any questions, then please comment, please thumbs up, subscribe. I'm really in love with this look and I hope that you like the video as much as I did. What else have I got to say? That's about it, I think. Yeah, thanks for watching guys and I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Okay, hey guys, thanks for coming back and watching. First of all, I'm going to spray my face with some of the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray and just dry it off with some hand wind. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Lumi L'Oreal Lumi Magic Base Pure Light Primer. Just adding it on areas that I might want a little bit of extra priming, shining stuff. Then I'm taking the L'Oreal, my favourite. I probably use this all the time at the moment. I just find that I love the tone of it. It's not yellowy, it's not pinky, it's just lovely and olive, and I find it really suits my skin. I know my face looks quite red, but when I've got my tan on, or you know, I don't know, I'm not quite as tanned at the moment. I need to tan again, but it is the perfect shade. It's the Tree Match foundation, and at the moment I'm using N4 in just beige, and I'm just taking a Real Technique brush. And I'm just buffing it all over the face. I just sort of go everywhere that you would, and then I sort of buff it in a little bit more, and then I wait and see where I want to put any more, and I go ahead and add a little bit more to my hairline. I always find I need a bit more on my hairline, sometimes a bit more on my cheeks, sometimes a bit more on the eye areas. I don't know, you know, I suppose it depends on how you do it that time. Then I'm going to take some Bobbi Brown. This is the Long Wear Cream Eyeshadow and it's just in Sure. And I'm just using it as a base for my eyes because I wasn't in a putting concealer on my eye kind of mood because it just creases up sometimes and I don't like the look of it. Then I'm using the It's Judy Time palette. And I don't know if these colours are named actually. I'm just taking the lightest shade in there. And I'm using a large shadow brush from Sigma just to add it all over the eyelid because sometimes when you put a base on it's a bit too sticky, so a little bit of other eyeshadow will help you with the blending of your sort of transition colour, which I am using as from the Naked 2 Basics palette from Urban Decay. I'm just using Frisk and adding that all into the crease with just I think this is a Zoeva brush, or it might be a Sigma one, or it might be a Coastal Scents actually. Just any blending brush that you've got. I'm concentrating on the inner corners just as much as the outer corners. I want this to be a full transition shade all over the complete crease of the eye, because then in a minute we'll be concentrating more on the outer V of the eye with a darker, more rich sort of brownish shade. So I wanted this to be all over the inner crease area as well. Then I'm just taking a large blending brush from Sigma and blend and blend some more. Just keep going until that line there has sort of disappeared a bit. The Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, which I'm loving at the moment. Where is it? Here it is. And then I'm just going to take more, this is like a pencil brush, but a large pencil brush. And I'm taking Haute Chocolate. I don't know, you saw me point at it. And I'm just going to concentrate that on the outer sort of corner of the eye and using it. And I'm going sort of a third of the way into the eye as well. And just sort of using this blush to apply and blend. But then I will go back in there and blend with my large brush again in a minute, just to make sure that it looks a bit more seamless, because looks a little bit tacky at the moment and sort of sticking to some areas more than others. It's gone on my brow. There we go. So just keep adding the amount that you want. You can go as dark, as intense as you want. You could make this into a wicked cut crease look if you wanted to. I wanted it to be more of a smoky eye, so that's where I'm going. I'm just taking the larger brush and just blending them all out, sort of a bit more together. And then in a minute, after a few more clips, you will see that I go back in and add a little bit more, but we're not quite ready for that yet. I'm going to skip doing my brows, but I'm just brushing them through with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but that's not actually what I used today. I just used a pot of like a gel eyeliner, which I got from a brand called Manhattan, and used that. Brows are done. Then I'm going in with the concealer from L'Oreal. I'm just using this as a highlight and as my concealer today, so I'm whacking in all the areas I want to look highlighted. Looking a bit mental, and then taking a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and blending it all out seamlessly. Then when I get to my eyes, under my eyes, I take a little bit longer. I don't tap as hard, and I've started to realise, well, not started, I always knew this, but sometimes I feel like I just rush it, and I either go too hard or I go too quickly, and I actually move product away instead of blending it in. So I'm starting to really, want to concentrate on that area, especially for full glam looks like this, and I want to keep it where I want it, so I'm trying to be a bit more gentle, if that makes any sense, and keep it where I want it to stay, in those sort of under triangular areas of the eyes, and just keep blending away until you're happy with it. Then I haven't taken any more product, but I just decided to do a little bit on sort of the lower third of my cheek there, just for a little bit of a lift. I do find that if I use a cream contour and I do that, actually on me it makes my cheekbones or my jawline look like it's bigger, instead of sort of contouring me and making me look nice. So I'm just using excess. Then I'm just using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light as my under eye setting powder, just to set what I've done so far and make sure it doesn't crease up on me. Then back to the chocolate bar palette, I've gone in with Creme Brulee. So earlier, actually I got that colour wrong, it's semi-sweet. I'm not doing well. Earlier, the brown that I used in my outer V was semi-sweet. Excuse me, I've got messages coming through. And then now I'm using Creme Brulee, the beautiful golden shade on the bottom line there, as my mobile lid colour. I find this such a beautiful colour because it's browny, it's goldy, it has some light to it. If you're in a room that's quite dark, it will look quite smoky. If you're in a outside area, so if it's summer evening party, it's going to look nice and light in the sun. It's such a good shade for so many different looks. I've worn it in quite a few scenarios now, and I find it works in so many ways. It's really, really good. So I'm just going to keep going between each eye, just using a flat shader brush, and just apply as much as I want until I'm happy with it. Then I decided to go back in with the semi-sweet chocolate colour and just go back in with the outer V and just sort of intensify that up a little bit more. Do I go back in with the shader brush? I can't quite remember. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Do if you need to, don't if you don't. It's totally up to you. Oh, no, moving on. Okay, so I'm going to take Milk Chocolate from the chocolate bar palette just on a pencil brush underneath my eyes, and I'm going pretty much the whole way in. I did actually forget to do an inner corner highlight colour on this look, but I think it actually, remembering what it looked like, I don't think I needed it, so I'm okay. So I'm taking that most of the way in. I'm not really going on the inner corners with it. Obviously you wouldn't do that, but I am doing quite an intense under eye smoked out look. So keep going until it's got quite thick. And then I added some of the amaretto colour for a bit more of a rich colour. I wanted a sort of a shimmery shade under there, but I didn't want to go in with anything too dark and matte, so I used amaretto. It's a bit more of a maroony, bronzy, sort of golden toned colour, which is beautiful. Then I'm just going to use a Master Precise liner, and I'm just doing it goes from really thin from the inner wing, and then I go quite thick on the outside. I haven't got a major wing on the eye, I just did a tiny little flick. I'm more concentrating the liner on the actual lid, but I do quite thick on the actual lid. Well, thick for me, since I very rarely wear liner, but I thought this look really called for it, so carry on and do it if you want to. You can not wear it if you want to, because the lashes I use actually look beautiful without a liner, because there's just those kind of lashes, which you'll see in a minute. So you can do it if you want to, don't if you don't, but I really like this look with a liner, so that's what I'm trying to say, I think. There we go, one done, two done. I quite like the way this turned out, actually. I'm not really a liner fan, and completely open and admitting I'm not that great at doing it, but I'm getting better, because I am starting to love the eye looks where you do wear liner. Just grab any black pencil. I think this one is Maybelline. Grab any black pencil and just line your waterline with this. I didn't line my upper waterline tight line with it, because I do find it transfers, so I didn't bother. Then I'm just taking the Maybelline, what is this? I can't remember what mascara this is, but you know what it is. Mascara, this isn't the waterproof one, although I do have that one as well. This one is also, I find, just as hard to remove, so if you don't like those kind of, it's kind of like tar, literally. If you don't like those kind of mascaras, then don't use this one, but I like it, so I used it because I like the brush on it, and I do find, even though it's hard to remove, it does make my lashes look really good, so it is one of my current faves. Onto the beautiful lashes. Check these babies out. These are xoxo's lovely lashes, and they are insane. I'm in love with them, and I will be buying more. What am I doing? I don't know. Turning my light up, probably. Just obviously you wouldn't blow them if you were applying to somebody else for hygiene reasons, but I'm blowing them to make it go a bit quicker, because this look was starting to take going on 20 minutes now. So onto the middle, outer lash, on, inner lash, on. Simples. Huh. There we go. Check them out. So pretty. Oh my god. Literally. In love. So onto the Shade and Light palette, I'm going to use Shadow Play and Subconscious, both together, just on a brush that really needs washing. I'm just sort of using it to bronze and contour. I'm not really doing an intense contour. I'm kind of liking it a bit more blended out at the moment. I don't really like the thin contour lines on my face at the moment. I don't know why. I go in between it. Sometimes I really want it and find a look calls for it, and other times I'll use a bigger brush like this and go for a bigger look. I was feeling the bigger look today. Down the sides of my nose, no little brushes to add. For the sides of my nose, I'm just using the same one. Judge me, don't judge me, I don't care. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just tap the middle shade, which is Leery, the yellow one. And I'm using that for the bottom, and I'm going to add some more under my eyes as well, which just so, look at that, it just helps to brighten it up so much. Looks so much better. I'm getting all sniffly. I don't know why. I'm laid on my front right now. Quite comfy, but it's making me sniffle. Weird. Anyway, Makeup Revolution, which I'm loving their blushes at the moment. I've just ordered some more palettes in, which it will be in a haul soon, I think. And they are so pigmented, well, especially the pink one, so I'm hoping the other one's going to be the same, but this is one of the more easy to deal with colours in the palette. So easy to blend up and build up. This is the Sugar and Spice palette, so you saw which shade I pointed to there. It looks a bit more pinky on camera, but it's not. It's a bit more sort of light. It's a really nice sort of, I don't know, dusty pinky colour, I presume. What am I using now? Oh, Soft and Gentle. I'm using the Soft and Gentle highlight by MAC. This is beautiful, one of my favourites. And I wanted a bit more sort of goldeny tone to go with the eyes, and I think it goes really well. This lip liner is a Manhattan Cosmetics lip liner. Now, I've tried to look for these online, I can't find it, and I don't know which countries it's on sale apart from Germany, because that's the only place I've ever been to that sells it. It is a Manhattan, New York. It is called Manhattan Cosmetics, New York. Then I just went over the top of it with the Maybelline, nope, I'm saying MAC Cosmetics Strip Down, just to make it a little bit more brown. And then I'm going to add some bottom lash mascara at the end of this, and that is my finished look. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please thumbs up, please subscribe and come follow me. All the deets are in the box down below. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!